guy's run, and it was an epic run.よいしょ。さあ今年初のカプコンプロツアー配信。あれだね。エッジリフレクト。ああめくんのかい。めくったんちゃう。なんか暴れたんか。なんかひどい技いっぱい持ってんな。なんかみんな暴れてんな、だいぶ。中段立てない。すげえな。KO の数が。大セット。パンチ見てからか。
He could have stunned him.
He yes would have stunned, but he didn't want the max damage scale in. Goes low, that's going to be enough though.
Oh, that's too much. What do you do? Oh, he gives the whole combo. EX?
Yeah.
Why is it not done? Oh.
He had more as well.
Lohai out of Finland, a player that we did highlight. We know more about him now because of events like the Salt Mine League in Europe. Consistently at their online seasons. I think
and even the King of what did he do? King of the
Salt Mine thing.
King of the Salt Mine.
He's been on there as well.
Off, won a few of those as well.
Yeah, a very, very talented player. One of a few Urians that we have in Europe, as we mentioned earlier. Fasa probably being the best known using that V-Trigger too. Reinhardt coming through as well. AD Terminal. There's a couple of scary Urians. There seems to be a couple of scary Urians in every region right now. I'm looking at some of the tournaments coming up, and they're there. I mean, we've got NA East coming up next, and they've got Burkish.
Yep.
They've got Mandrake.
Drake is a very solid.
Profit uses urine as well, I think.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, there's a couple in every region that you have to look out
Uri's
for.
an extremely popular character.
Yeah,
and even outside of those ones that you've named, if you just look at the rankings, right, just per region against someone who's well known online, and this is their home, this is online, so I'm really looking forward to seeing those guys come out of the woodworks and cause some serious upsets.
Well, as we mentioned at the start, Big Bird had to play Lowhigh in the first round. And Big Bird won that, which meant Lowhigh got sent to losers immediately. He went on an epic run.
Yeah, I mean, and his performance against Big Bird was kind of.
It was 2-1. It was the closest match.
Right.
The closest match. So he put up a valiant effort against Big Bird, got sent to losers early on, but then he won 7 games straight, 7 games back to back. The pressure has to be off him now. You know, he's got there. Let's go through this list. He beat Danger X, Nightmasters, Michal Shikawa. Hopefully my pronunciation wasn't terrible. And then he had to go through GTR.
オンライン大会だもん。カプコンプロツアーオンラインっていうの。
What score versus GTR? We've got a score.
Oh, let me pull that up.
That's super impressive. GTR.
さあ、のんびり見ましょうやと。
GTR if I was looking at a match
さ
before.
あ、なんか有名どころってあれか、フェノムとビッグバードぐらいか。
In his comfort zone.
確
I
か
could
この
just
大会
imagine how comfortable he was. He'd lost the match that he was supposed to
100
lose.
名ぐらいしか来
He's
て
in
ないってこ
losers
と
now, and he's on this run at home online environment, killing it. So as much as I'm surprised, I'm also not surprised.
It was a very close one. It was 2-1.
Okay.
And that was losers final
Wow.
in Pool 1, which of course we saw Big Bird winning. Then he went on to beat Nerzul, which we saw on stream, the Kali player. And he qualified by beating Asu, the Zeku.
何年ぶりや。でも去年の12月以来。去年のカプコンプロツアー決勝等の決勝大会以来
He
の
had a really
配
impressive
信。
performance against Angry Bird.
ミラー配信。
Super impressive. And then suddenly, Aloha just takes him out, which just goes to show you how strong Aloha
I
is.
actually put out a
来る
tweet
かな。
on Twitter
みんな見てる
after
って言ってたよ。
the top 16 was finished. I was like, who is this guy? 3900M203. Like, who is he? Where's he from? Tell me, please give me your information because I can't find anything about this guy. And I promise you, I didn't get
今
any
はまだなん
info.
かオンライン
Like,
準備
no
中
one,
かな。
I asked a couple of the guys via direct messages, and all they was able to tell me that he's from Oman, and that's it. So another player,
こん
Asu,
ばんは。
has hopefully
皆さんこんばんはでご
kind
ざ
of
いま
put
す。
himself there on the map
So
alongside
お元気です
Lohan.
か？
But Lohai is going to be going up against a player that is very familiar with online CPT, Volcano Rosso, aka Kudabai
He's got some history, right?
Kadabari, and he has definitely got some highlights. Let's run some
お
of
ーいやいやい
those.
や。まあ久しぶりにちょっとねやってるんでね。大体はグラマス。うわそのタク。バーディーガエルはまあきついらしいからな。まあきついやろこれ。どうもできへんねこれは。あれ当たらんのや。うわ。えぐいな今の補正ガジ補正切りは。シャバショー。シャバショー。ゾンビガエルって珍しいね。バルカノロッソ。おーうまいね。こうやな。このバーディーちょっと運が悪いな。えガム使いマジかガム使ってくんのかよ。初めて見た実戦でガム使ってるやつ実戦でガム使うやつ初めて見たぞ俺。どうやって勝つのよガム。 ちゃ悪いけどさ、実戦でガムなんか使えねえだろあれ。ど
before 75 seconds.
うやって使うのガム？
Throw again.
Okay, nice safe activation there.
But it wasn't a mirror.
Sonic.
Oh, he's done.
No, he didn't have the right V skill. Oh, he waited for a delayed flash kick. He waited for it.
And listen, if there's one way this guy's going to close the round out, it had.
So Volcano Rosso, as we know him, and it's his CFN as well. I presume Kurabai Kanavaru is his real name. Is he someone that we've never met? I don't think we've ever seen him.
But he has struck fear into the hearts of every one of the players that we play with, whether it's in an online setting or a ranked
He
setting.
definitely struck some fear into some hearts yesterday.
Yes, I think as soon as they saw his name come up as the opponent, there was fear struck into the heart. So he's a very, very
definitely there was fear in hearts when you saw that one bar.
Yeah, exactly.
In the EX gauge.
Let's say how it is, right?
Definitely a scary style. He appeared in the CPT Online Middle East last year. He finished second to Big Bird.
でも大変やな。
So he is
一応この大会
to
な、
online top eights.
なんかカプコンプロツアーは完全にね、現地でのオフライン大会がなくなって、オンライン大会も今月頭予定やったんが、黒人の問題で伸びて、
They're hitting you before you see them come out.
大変ですけども、果たしてどうなるか、果たして完走できるのかな。
But yeah, we're looking forward to this match. Lohai and Volcano Rosso. I think that is going to be
オンラインツアーで完走できる
What I really
の
love
か。
about that is they're both aggressive.
Yeah.
They're both in your face kind of
それ
players.
が気にな
They're
るよ
also
な。
both at home. They're also both very strong in these.
They're the scary guiles, aren't they? The aggressive guiles and the scary
Online
guiles.
aggressive guiles are so scary. Because the Sonic Boom's already something you're trying to concentrate on. They're bashing in your face and doing upside down. You know, it's hard to predict these guys. But I think Lohai is also going to be scary for Volcano Rosso because he's got very effective online.
It's online as well. You have to take it by the neck and own it. Like you have to dictate the pace. To try and play a reactive, passive, you know, counter-attack style.
I don't think so.
It's a different environment, and you need to adapt your strategy. And I'm really looking forward to it. Who is going to be the dominant force in that matchup? They are the four matches kicking off today in top 8, coming up very shortly. We're going to give you some predictions though, because you know it's always fun. Side bets under the table, and that.
Yeah, even though I backtracked on my prediction yesterday, I'm going to make.
I'm trying to get a fantasy bracket set up. Do you guys want to do a fantasy bracket?
Why not? Yeah,
Like,
why
I'm going to
not?
try and get that set up for the future because I love all that, you know, bit of interactive. We might do some competitions if we can get approval from, you know, the bosses up top. But we're going to do our picks anyway. You can do your picks at home as well. Get involved. Hit us up on Twitter. Do it in the stream chat, all of that stuff because top 8 is coming up very, very shortly. Let's have a look at these brackets and we're going to go through and make our predictions and see if we line up or whether I think he's talking rubbish. You know, we'll see. Let's have a look. Get those brackets up.
ビッグバード対すげえな、なんかアラブ強えアラブ強えって感じがするな。
Let's get straight down to it.
アラ
Pick'ems.
ブ
Fantasy brackets time. First up, Big Bird and White Ash.
Well, you already saw me backtrack like I was earlier. So I can't backtrack my backtrack. I'm saying Big Bird to take that one. Yeah.
I think so as well.
Especially the longer set, right? It's 3 out of 5.
It's 3 out of 5. I just have faith. He's just so solid. He's so reliable.
He is.
I think he's going to pull through. Like, how's the Rashid Collin matchup in?
I don't know much about it,
Season
but it's not a matchup. For me, I look at Rashid as one of the most complete characters in the game. And as soon as I see him in a matchup, the first thing I question is this one of those very rare, tougher matchups for Rashid? And I don't think it is. So
she has to make, you know, real guesses to get out of that corner. She's got a decent V reversal, but Rashid's chase down is so good.
Under pressure aren't great. And he gets, and the thing is, he gets a punish, reward, and push you back in the same scenario. So I would say, if anything, if anyone is edging that matchup, it's probably Rashid.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the challenge for White Ash. Looking at it.
All right, we're going to book that one in. Big Bird to advance into winners final. Phenom versus Angry Bird. This one is the marquee.
I'm going to let you go first on this one.
Boy.
3-0 to Phenom the last time they played
yeah.
EGH.
Do you know what? I'm going to have to go with Phenom.
大会始まらんな。
He was born in this online environment. He was created in this environment. He is super comfortable. He might not have been entering the online tournament. It's the community tournaments. but he has been, as you said yesterday,
これ見てる人なんかでもなんかこれあれやろ、その欧州大会オンライン大会ってさ、なんか今回100名ぐらいしか参加者おらんかったよ。アジア大会、日本の大会とかだけ、日本だけが盛り上がってそうやな。
Actually, both of these guys have got like the perfect sprinkle of crazy
日本だけっていうのがやばいな。
solid style. But for me, I just feel like Phenom he's just in home turf.
We have to address the challenge as well. The fact that it is Norway connecting with Dubai, right? Well, no, they're based in Abu Dhabi. With Abu Dhabi. And I think if you look at the history of Phenom and how he played in his first match in the top 16 yesterday with some of the connection challenges there, he was still confirming his crouch mediums. He was still with punishing with stand fierce. Like he is so adapted. So I'm not getting me wrong. He can be fine as well, but if anything like that happens, he's going to be fine. You know, whereas I think Angry Bird's going to be more. We saw what happened against Azu, right? He's going to be more impaired by that. So as much as I'm dying to disagree and have an argument with you right now, Logan,
there'll be plenty of time for that this year. Trust me.
I also think, Phenom's taking that, and I actually think. I'm going to say, as much as I love Angry Bird, I think Phenom in this environment is going to take it quite convincingly.
Okay, a big win for Phenom. So we're looking at a potential winners final of Big Bird versus Phenom. We'll come back to that in a bit. Shady versus Lord Ahmed. That one is a match I'm very much looking forward to.
Yeah, again, extremely hard to call. Don't have the historic exposure to Lord Ahmed to know what he's like under pressure, to know what he's like in this particular matchup. Shady's doing great things online already, we're seeing, right? I think I have to make a call. If I have to make a call, I'm going to say Shady. Just because as much as I want to see Lord Ahmed become this amazing emerging player, I don't have the data to back him.
And I also feel matchup-wise as well, this matchup for Bison is one that he has to be really careful in.
俺誰が勝つやろ、まあ普通に考えたらあれか、ビッグバードか、フェノムだよな。
Urian being hypermobile, and this is offline. I just feel like Urian is going to be really, really difficult as the season goes on.
ビッグバードがフェノムやろうな、勝つとしたら。
So many
それ以外がどういう謎のオンラインで謎のオンラインでのキャラ人がおるって出てくる可能性あるねんな。
The dash is legitimate. You know, he's got a lot of stuff that you have to deal with, and of course, he's got a really good dash projectile game as well. You know, you might be looking to the sky, you might be looking for the chariot tackle. Well, guess what? He's just going to backdash and V-skill 2. GG's. Yeah. Now I get to just control the screen whenever I want. So I think it's going to prove to be too difficult for Lord Ahmed to bring that back. So we're both. This is kind of boring.
Yeah, I know.
Where's the conflict?
No, I'm just keeping a rational, logical assessment of what I'm seeing, and you know, by my dissection, that is a very logical call.
Fair enough.
Good on you, man.
Last one before we get into the matches for you guys. I know you're waiting for these matches. We're going to get into it. I promise you. It is Volcano Rosso against Lohai, Guile against Urian, Turkey versus Finland.
Wow. How many times are we going to get to say that?
シューベット何年ぶりに食ったかな、マジでうまい。
I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is the first time.
さあ皆さんどうでしょう、誰が勝つか予測できますか。
I mean, Finland has kind of been emerging in the last couple of years, and Turkey, though it's had players, it's very rarely we get attendees from Turkey other than Volcano Rosso. So, you want to do the honours or shall I?
I like Lohai.
Really? Just like that?
Yeah. Saltmine League, man. He's been reliable.
He's
I'm going to
great
rep for
in
Europe. And I have to say, the conversation around Uri being a top tier character this season, there's a lot of conversation from various sides of
始まんなさすぎてやばいんやけど。いつ始まんのこれ。
in the West.
ガチで。
I feel in terms of an online environment, Urian is a great pick.
I think he's top 3 online. Easily.
But there's a lot of talk about Guile being really good as well, so...
Guile is really good online.
But for me,
始まってるってことはないよね。
Lohai's got that experience advantage because he puts himself in the fire on a regular basis against very high level opponents. Who beat I'm not going to try and say
Volcano Rosso, man.
Volcano Rosso. Who beat Volcano Rosso?
In tournament to make it.
Who said
he lost, I think, to White Ash. Yeah, the White Ash in the winners' finals.
That's a tough match for Colleen as well. This is a really hard one. You know what? I'm gonna go. You guys want to watch the matches, so I'm gonna hurry up. And I'm gonna say, just because we can't agree on every bloody match, I'm gonna go with Volcano Rosso, and I'm gonna say he's gonna surprise Lohai, with some of Lohai's own strategy against himself. That's what I'm going to say. So that's the one part where we'll have a disagreement.
Yeah.
Let's see
One last question for you before we hand over.
Please.
For the top 8.
Go for it.
Who takes
They're going to kill you because they really want to see the matches.
Who takes the whole thing?
Phenom. Phenom online?
Yeah.
He's already a monster offline. I think Phenom.
I want this conflict, man. This conflict isn't here.
You think Phenom
I'm
too?
saying Phenom as well.
Come on, man. Come on. Hey, listen, great minds, love. Great minds, love. Eventually.
Bluetooth team. Trust me. Bluetooth. All right, that's it from us. I'm sure you're absolutely gagging for this top 8 action. We're going to take a short break, and then on the other side, you're going to get what you've been waiting for, the very first top 8 of CPT 2020 here in EU East and the Middle East 1. Thank you for joining us. This has been round 1. On the other side, you're going to get some GGs. It's top 8 time.
Let's go.
始まったさあ誰が勝つかな。もうちょいで始まりそうやな。さあ誰が勝つかな。ほんと何時から入らへんかな。 なんかよくわからんなキャラが。なんかと結局このキャラかって感じで終わるんか。ユリアンなんかこんだけユリアンとかガイルとか多いからあれなんかな。結局その辺がしか優勝せえへんのかな。
始まらんやないかい。
俺が聞きてえよあと5分あと6分待ってくれ。あと6分待ってくれ。責任取って終わるまで配信します。
これどこから始まるの？
これ
ベスト 16？
いやベスト16やね。ウィナーズ8のじゃあベスト8普通にベスト8やる。まあでもベスト8からやからね。有名どころってフェノムとビッグバードぐらいしかおらんけど。リッキー、ジャスティいないのか。これあれや、ヨーロッパの東ヨーロッパとなんだっけ中東か。オンラインはとりあえずヨーロッパからスタートやからね。
新キャラ発表あんの？ないの？ズラなの？
ズラ関係ねえよないよ8月までないよ多分。 お、始まった？
Alright everyone, and welcome back to the European Middle Eastern Online CPT. We're back here with day 2. And we're going to be determining a winner, the first winner of the CPT 2020 season. And let us not forget, we're still social distancing. We're going to be bringing you that social distancing commentary.
Careful, don't make me whiff punish you, bro.
Are you sure?
You know the nerf.
My character's whiff punish is better than yours. But what's going on? It's myself, Jammers, joined by Tyrant.
What's
You
up,
feeling all
boys?
good today?
Yeah, man, I'm ready for this top 8 action. It should be a GG. We've got some of the finest players out there taking part today. Some of the household names you guys must all know by now if you're a fan of Street Fighter V. If you're a fan of the game, if you follow it, you must know the likes of Big Bird, Venom, Angry Bird. These guys out there, as well as some other names that we might not know. Let's have a look at the bracket right here, guys.
Yeah, have it. They're right on cue. Shout out to the stream team. So we saw this yesterday, but again, we're going to quickly run down through it again. Big Bird going up against White Ash, potentially Rashid versus Colleen. Then we've got Phenom versus Angry Bird, the other side of winners bracket. And jumping down to losers, we got Low Heat going up against Volcano Rosso. And then the other match, the final match of top 8 round 1 is Lord Ahmed, a very impressive Bison player, I must say, going up against Shady. We're potentially going to see a Yuri mirror match along the way if it gets down to that. So I'm really interested in this whole top 8 altogether.
Yeah, we've definitely seen a lot of action. This top 16, it's been crazy. We've seen a few recurring characters, actually. We've seen a bunch of Bisons, Urians, a few Rashids, I believe, in there as well. So,
double ups with the Colleens as well.
Colleen in there too. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of interesting character choices. So I think the first game, kick things off, we're going to start off with the top side of the winners bracket. Yeah. As you'd expect. We're going to have a man like Big Bird up there.
Remember, runner-up of EVO 2019 last year. Had an incredible season last year overall. Yeah. So we're going to see how that goes. But guys, be sure to tweet out the stream, twitch.tv/CatConkiters. Let everybody know that we are finally getting some games down. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the pre-show with Logan, Sama, and F-Words.
The way you said that, finally getting some games down.
Well, I mean, look, listen, I was on the way. While the pre-show was happening, I was on my way down to the studio to get ready. So, and someone told me it ain't finished yet. But hey, we're going to get onto this right now. And again, you're going to have the upcoming schedule for the remaining CPT events or the other ones coming up. And don't forget, there's a survey you can fill out as well to let them know how you feel about the 2020 season. Oh, and there you go. Help us make the CPT better and fill out the survey there. So like I said, we should be getting Big Bird going up against White Ash lined up. Now, when I left you guys last night, I went home and I was like, yes, I was predicting it would be Colleen versus Rashid. Tyrant, talk me through this one. What do you think?
Of course. So, from what I understand, I mean, I don't really get a ton of high-level Rashid experience. Like, I feel like in Europe we're pretty much lacking the character aside from Big Bird. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we don't really see a lot of high-level Rashid on the regulars, around these parts at least. But, other regions definitely have more than capable Rashid players. And
definitely in America.
Yeah, and they all say that this matchup is not that favourable for Rashid.
Well, Colleen and Rashid, who was it? JB and Nephew played last night in the Blink All-Star, I believe it's called. It was a very interesting set, 3-2, I think the final score was. I think it was JB. Okay. But what I found pretty interesting, and I want to see it here as well. Let's see how White actually deals with this whirlwind shot pressure. I really want... there you go!
You can interrupt. It's free, it's free. She gets the jab every time.
Can you not do target combo and get an even bigger punish?
I mean, the second hit will probably win. Depends on the range. It's safe to go for the correct jab. It's pretty much guaranteed. Gets the stun there. Gonna get the kill. There you go.
Opener there for White Ash. I'm also curious to know about the anti-air situation when Rashid just decides to jump in. Effectively,
It's a mic game. How it usually is. He can go for the dive or sink there.
Spinning mixer, there's a crush count. Standing fist straight to the corner into the eagle spike. Here comes that potent corner game.
Yeah, you see how he's not going for a cancel anymore. He's just doing it raw. That's the way you need to be doing it, to be honest.
That was good. That was a good answer from White Ash though in the first round. Safe to do. Could she not use Vanity Step as well?
Yeah, you can. I mean, it costs you bar, but...
Hey, still got damage there with the lesson, the jumping mix, but he didn't spend far.
Big Bird holds on to the full CA, which is going to bring over into the final round of the first game, guys.
It's actually pretty good because Rashid can utilize his meter in so many different ways, keeping White Ash on his toes. I'm loving the spacing from White Ash as well.
Yeah, he's really, really clean.
絶対ラグはあると思うんだけど
One of the
な。
nerfs to Rashid, right? Became easy to punish that crouch fierce, gets punished a little bit easier.
All right, here it comes the pressure. Try to go for the throw bait. No, that's good.
Nice.
It's whoever the jump medium into
Yotta.
Eagle Spike.
Yorich.
No stun yet. And there it is. He
He's dead.
flinched.
He's dead. Perfect.
Perfect KO. That was actually quite a long perfect. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah. 30-second perfect.
しっかり最大入れていって、ま
It's
ずは
going to
ビ
be
ッ
the
グバー
first game going to Big Bird there over White Ash. Again, like we were talking about in that opening round there, White Ash had some pretty decent answers. It's just
ノル
keeping
ウェー
up
と
with
さ、
trying to
アラ
adapt
ブっ
to
て
you
ま
know,
大丈夫
the
なの
pretty
ネット回線。
swiftness of Big Bird's gameplay.
Yeah, he's Big Bird. He adapts so quickly. That's definitely one of his key factors.
アラブとさ、
the
ノルウェーっ
adaptamentations
て
are
どうや
on
って
deck.
試合でき
Whenever
る
you
の
see Big Bird play, you can be sure, you know, if the first round of even the first game doesn't go his way, he's gonna find a way to figure things out. You know, make those adjustments to his game plan.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, adaptation comes from, like, the layers of your gameplay, right? So he wants to see if you're going to deal with whirlwind shot via the cancelled buttons, and if you do, all right, we go to stage 2 of that EX whirlwind pressure, which we saw that. And then while thinking about that, and the other things you got to consider in the neutral game, guess what? Switched it up, got White Ash to flinch, and he's checking there as well, still teching White Ash. Pretty bold tech, I must say. He's going to get stunned in a minute. Once again.
Yeah, this throw, that's going to be stun, and huge to get the stun with a throw because the next combo will be unscaled. Look at that damage right there.
Back throw will do the trick, and he went for it as well.
White Ash needs to activate any moment.
I think he should just probably do like a crouch medium kick or something. He's not going to get it.
Holding on to it.
Damn, Big Bird is
Something
actually running all over him right now.
I feel like sometimes if things aren't going your way, like if you feel like they're totally waiting for your button to whiff punish it for your activation, just activate raw. Just at least have it active. You know, it might be able to change the game in your favor.
I think Colin's one of the characters that really benefits from a raw activation.
Hell
I mean,
yeah, man.
Rashid does as well, and Big Bird, I've just noticed now, he's picked V-Trigger 1, yes sir. So that's going to be a big impact in this matchup. Try to use back hard kick there. I think he'll be very careful with that, but he activates nevertheless.
Yeah, Big Bird is definitely a whiff punish monster. Like, he will be scoping out any of those buttons from White Ash.
All right, that's one dash done, and one of the key things you got to do with Colleen, if you can make her activate on block or from full screen, you want her to exhaust that V-Trigger without getting any sort of capitalization.
That's right. But if all of that's blocked now, guess what? She's getting another one. So, okay, jumps in. Yeah, here we go. White Ash might be able to get something going here. Gets the forward throw. He's got more than enough gauge to get this.
Good sweep. I like. That was a very interesting trade because it was going to knock down, right?
It was lucky for Big Bird. The second hit didn't connect. That's going to be enough.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. Swap the button as well. I think he was hoping for a crush counter. That's why we saw no buff of that standing hard punch.
みんな見てますかってやつ。
He got it.
Yeah, that stand hard punch is definitely one of the strongest buttons when it comes to getting those crush counts.
Nice! From there, that was insane. He cancelled the V skill 1 as well. Whirlwind shot pressure again. He's having a tough time dealing with that when it comes out by itself.
Yeah, that throw was a little obvious there. You probably wouldn't be able to kill, honestly, if you got the stun on back throw. Here we go.
Lovely walk back there. That's a common thing now to try and punish throw attempts, and he wakes up with the Frost Tower.
You know what? I agree.
He can dash up do crouch mini kick, but he's got to be careful. Oh boy.
Caught him trying to jump away. What's going to be here?
Go forward. He needs a hit. He needs some sort of hit. Yeah, I know. And Big Bird is actually looking for an activation, but let's see if he does the assault by itself. There it is.
Yeah, raw.
I wonder if he's going to do a Frost Touch, try and cannon Eagle Spike. Is he just going to let it go?
It's definitely a thing, yeah.
He's going to let it go.
He's got one last usage of that gauge. There it is. Yes, the jab. But how? Unable to get anything going. Oh my goodness. You know what?
This is big. Is he going to do air or is he going to reset it?
Reset time. You have to reset. You have to reset. No, knockdown.
Low forward and did he kill me? He's going to chip him.
Guaranteed.
ああ、間に合わない。追いかけられちゃった。
That's so unfortunate.
ダウン取られたらな。
Idea, just hanging on by a thread.
惜しかった。
She has a really good back dash, but it's,
これ PC 版でやってんの？これ PS4 版でやってんの？このオンライン大会って。
He's just going to use that momentum. That's that.
これオンラインってどうなの？ PC 版でやってんの？ PS4 版でやってんの？全然知らんねんけど。
He's hungry for that when his final spot.
I mean, do you agree with what White Ash did there? That combo into EX Parabellum, then sweep into the light version? Or?
In that situation, honestly, either way, it could have gone badly. It could have gone his way. It's hard to say. I mean, he was close to making it a 1-1, but going to a 2-0 is not the greatest thing in the world here for White Ash.
Yeah.
Definitely wanted to tie it up. Now it's a huge mountain to overcome.
And we've spoken about this before on commentary time and time again. There's a huge difference between 2-0 and 1-1 in terms of the mental game between the players.
Not even like the obvious thing, like, oh, the Big Bird's winning by 2 points now. It's the mind game now. Like, it's so hard to maintain the composure. It's not impossible, but it's very difficult.
I think you'd see a lot more things done on trepidation.
Nice.
or just really trying to be tenacious, trying to get in from White Ash's end, which you can see now. But then you see a lot more bold and more brazen risks on Big Bird because he's 2-0 up, right? So
yeah, he can take more risks now. He's got more games, more rounds to work with. All right, White Ash. Oh, got jabbed out there.
Just backing off again.
Nice kick.
Considerable
Nice
light
kick.
lead here. That crouching light kick. I remember that button was insane a couple of seasons back.
Oh,
Still
man.
pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. Rashid still definitely has some of the best, strongest normals in the game.
Now it looks like White Ash is probably looking for a
Online
buffer while
door.
obviously masking it with crouching meaning kick back hard kick, but good. Check on the dash.
Wake up, low forward. Yeah, checked it. Okay, here we go. Storm is coming.
I think you should just hold it out. Yeah, just endure it. Get the grab. Whirlwind shot again. They've just been raw whirlwind shots. After that very first round, it's just been raw whirlwind shots. He's dead.
And do you know what?
Oh, no, he isn't.
White Ash, he was hesitant to V reversal out because that would be no V trigger. Oh my goodness, yo, 2 uncomboed jabs. Desperation paid off.
I rate it. If there's one thing fighting game players always love, is their fastest attack. Stress on defense.
Round start V skill? Man, Big Bird got
降臨。おお、当てにうまい。
Another parry.
Nice
Good roll.
escape. He was ready for that.
But that's only for that specific setup, right? If he done the low forward, yeah.
Or throw.
So he was literally looking for that post frost touch setup there from White Ash.
Yeah, you know he was labbing that for sure.
All right, there's the back throw, and he's got Yasar ready and available. It's going to be difficult for Colleen to get out. I lied to you all.
0. Yep, nice check there.
降臨
That's just
ラシードってどうなんだろう。うまいなビッグバードのこの体育。
Good break there from White Ash. Another V reversal. Spender too fast. He should be done.
He's dead.
Yes, it is.
White Ash gets one on the board there. Very, very solid play from him.
I'm liking those adjustments. And it wasn't even like super aggressive or highly defensive adjustments. It's just subtle things in the neutral. Still had a little bit of problems to deal with, but he handled V-Trigger 1 better. Got more combos out there.
Yeah, what was really good as well from that play, well, actually everything fell into place for White Ash, was Big Bird showed that he is trying his best to react after the frost touch.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
trying his
Big
best
Bird
to
that's
escape. So now, for White Ash, now you start mixing up. You can do low forward, you can do throw, you can do fake throw. Like, there's a lot more layers you can do here with Colleen after that frost touch.
There is layers, but let's see if White Ash is going to risk doing the frost touch again, because that's a double-edged sword, that move. It is insanely powerful, but there are huge consequences if that misses.
Yeah.
And look at that, throwing out that crouch with malicious intent, and then well spaced as well, making sure it just blocks.
There we go. Forward throw in the corner now. Big Bird.
Again, look at that, going to activate Absolute Zero.
Yep.
あ
There you go. Everyone's throwing out their heavy
あ。し
attacks.
かし
with
こんな
malicious
回戦
intent
の
today.
状況で大丈夫なんかめっちゃラグかったらどうなんのこれ。どっちが勝ちとかあんの？俺よく知らないけど。
In spinning mixer. Good back dash.
Yeah, I like that back step. Need to be careful.
But what is White Ash looking for? I think he should throw out standing medium punch in V-Trigger 2 more often. I think that's a slept-on button in the V-Trigger.
Yes, it's good. It's just not as rewarding as the big crush, you know. Oh my
Speak
goodness.
of the devil from Tyrant.
It's not enough.
Trying to go for a throw bait. I respect it. And there it is.
Gets the throw. Big Bird puts himself in set point position.
Yeah, he used that first situation there. That was clutch. See if he's going to
Angry
flinch again
Bird.
like he did in the first game, but he didn't. He
Right.
went, okay, confirm that you're going to block and not tech. I'll grab you the next time round. So potential match point here for Big Bird.
Okay, whoa.
I think you should be buffering those, man. If you're going to throw out light kick, you should be buffering those.
Yeah, for sure. Light kick buffering to EX hands is one of her strongest buffers.
Like,
Without a doubt.
I know G's got amazing buffers, but I feel that's up there as well.
It's super good. Nice punish on the sweep there. Or he tried to delay a bit too much, but this is going to be stunned.
That's
Air throw.
absolutely fine. Can he get the
No,
kill?
no, no.
ひよった。
No, he can't.
Okay, he's going to reset. Good stuff. This way.
わーっとあるよ。
Oh, man, I think he's done the wrong one.
She said, is that all?
Hold on, good break. He's going to have to block it out. No, he
いい
did it.
ね。
Nail assault into heavy spinning mixer. He
Oh
didn't
my
get the
goodness.
spinning mixer, though.
Scary situation. He's out. Okay.
All right, this is looking good here for Big Bird. Slowly reducing the deficit.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got a...
Back throw will do it.
あーマジか。
Ash had such a big life lead.
どう考えてもビッグバードが負けてた。
was definitely in the driver's seat, regardless of being in a life deficit, and he's going to take the game and advance on into the winners final. Big Bird, he's up there, boy.
Well, we've always talking about, everyone's saying like who's got the upper hand mentally, and as you can see, it's completely different visually on the screen, right?
It
But
doesn't matter, yeah.
it was that life lead was literally fast. He was looking. White Ash was probably looking at the health gauge. He's like, look, one hit, one jab into light parabellum to the trick. And he's like, okay, since you're fixated on that, I'll just keep chipping away and applying pressure because you're only going to be mentally focused on that one thing. And as that happened, he was blocking, getting chipped, and got pushed to the corner. and then it was literally just curtains from when he got that throw bait and then killed him off.
That's what I'm saying, man.
All
Slipping,
right.
and you'll be so careful. You'll be ready the whole time. I mean, White actually played well.
He did.
That Big Bird is, for me, he's one of the best players out there in this game, worldwide. Like, he's super strong, and he's proven it, you know, many times.
Yep.
And then this is no exception for me. Honestly, seeing him win his finals, I feel like it's almost to be expected.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with everything that Tyrant said. And White Ash will be knocked into the losers. Like we said, he didn't play badly. It's just that Big Bird's just that much better than him as a player on a completely different level. And this is his main game. I believe White Ash just dabbles in quite a few games. So to make it this far...
Yeah, no, White Ash is super good enough games. He's King of Fighters guard.
That's
so
it.
Definitely look out for him. But yeah, so moving on to the next winners match.
So I think this is the talking point for a lot of people. You guys at home, myself and Tyrant, Logan and F-Word, it's like this would be a very interesting match, and it's going to be Phenom going up against Angry Bird. These guys have bumped into each other offline.
Oh yeah, many times.
Now obviously they're in a different domain. I'm very curious to see who. I'm very curious to see who Phenom's going to pick, because he's got Chun-Li, he's got Karen, maybe the Guile. You know, he's
Guile, maybe.
He dabbled with
G, Chun-Li.
I don't know.
You said Chun, right? I don't know. Like, it's going to be rough. Preparing for Phenom is like the hardest thing in the world.
Preparing for him now?
Yeah. Now, like even before, like when you had like even like 3 or 4 characters, it's so hard to be ready.
Well, I'm not going to sit there and go, right, just mentally prepare for all of them at the highest level, because you're only going to be probably at best 2, right? And then, you know, just rabbit out of the hat, surprise magic trick, he brings out a 5th character that none of us know about, but it's like, well, okay. But then again, this is what being a pro player is all about. You've got to be ready for all 40 characters, including your own. Angry Bird had a mirror match against his own character last night.
That's the beauty of the game. You need to put in that effort, put in that work, grind it out, hit the lab, improve, lose, come back.
Oh yeah,
again,
always.
So that's what I feel like Phenom especially is super good at. You know, I feel like for me, Phenom is, we said it yesterday, he's one of the most consistently strong players in the game.
Yes.
He's always there, and it definitely doesn't get brought up enough how good this guy is on a consistent basis. From season 1 to season 4, where we're at now, he's always up there. And you know, he's beat the best of them.
He has.
You know,
Third place Capcom Cup last year.
Every time.
これ面白い。
Look, he's even helping some of you guys at home, the players, improve. Remember, he's been putting out quite a few videos on his
みんな
Twitter.
聞きたいんですけど、この大会おもろいか。
Obviously, with
なんか
dashes
全
and
然なん
button,
か
crush counter button, other pieces of tech as well that will help you just improve. Just these subtle things that people don't usually see, that we try to bring light to you guys. It goes, look, this is very important. This will help you survive a little bit longer, prevent that crush counter, etc., etc.
I see a lot of guys doing stuff like that these days, which is really nice. You know, I see Infectious putting out a lot of content, which is actually amazing. I actually love his stuff.
Honestly, 2020 is the year of a professional content creator. Take it from the both of us. He's better than me at content creation, but we've both done our fair share. So now, while he's doing it, I'm looking back at everyone and going, now you know how it feels for the rest of us. Go whip out that script and go, hey guys, I'm here today for you all.
なんだろうな。面白いかこれ。大丈夫か。
Just read the script right there, bro.
大丈夫かい。
Follow it line by line. That's what we're doing right now, man.
Yeah. That's what we do for you guys.
But yeah, guys, sorry about the little delay there. We are going to get straight into the match as soon as possible. I want to see it as much as you guys, so yeah, just hold tight for now. We're going to get that up in a moment. So yeah, Angry Bird. So like I said about Phenom, where Phenom is like, you know, one of the most consistently strong players in the game, Angry Bird only recently came to light in the last couple of years.
I'd say for me it was 2. Yeah, 2018 when he won the regional final.
Yeah, he's only just started.
ああ、それはアングリーバードか。アングリーバード対フェノム。
Making top 8 up there for the past couple of years. So here he is, Angry Bird. He's playing on his own account.
てかこのでも PC 版 OK なんや。いつも PS4 でやってたのに。というか回線大丈夫なのこれ。
I wouldn't. No.
Everyone's like,
this ain't rank match, baby. This is CPT. You're gonna get whatever account I give you.
Well, let's see. Let's see if he can maintain that here against one of the finest in the game. He's no slouch himself, Mr. Phenom.
So again, arguably one of the top 5 characters this season, or this version of the game.
This will be a fantastic match.
In Zeku, but I wonder what form he's going to go for. I know young form, very aggressive, got the buttons and the buffers, and he went to young form straight away.
I feel like against Karen, you pretty much have to play young, right?
Well, I think she can make Rams completely irrelevant with a EX special step, right? Just go under them, I think. We'll go through them and punish, but
Yeah, he's gonna. I feel like he's gonna stick with the young.
セクカリン
Okay, I think he's got to be careful about his
セクカリンって見ねえんだけどどうなの
neutral though. He's got to make him block. I think he's dead. That's a wrap. Yep.
That round was fantastic.
Very aggressive there from Angry Bird.
Very aggressive to start the round as well. Like you see how he started that round.
But this is how this is why I like his Zeku. It's like it's just all in. You know what I mean? And then it's just so like clinical. It's clean. And this guy no slouch. He is a Zeku aficionado, the expert.
Let's get into it. Okay, there we go.
Good response there from Phenom. Literally got in himself and said, "Look, I'm not having that. How you beat me the last round? Gonna completely come back and adapt." Jumping off the wall, he's waiting for it. And I know Phenom practices those.
Yeah, he does.
Everyone needs to deal with those.
Yeah, Phenom practices a lot of these situations, man. Very
ああ
specific
よ
ones
見
as
て
well.
る
They're game changing.
Yeah.
アングルバー
Prevents him from leaving the corner for free, as opposed to keeping him there.
Looking like a pancake there. Oh, back throw to the corner.
I look like a delayed back throw there. He's going to activate V-Trigger 1, and then he's going to get the punish on the landing frames of the jump. And that's it. That looked like a bad angle. He didn't have any meter. He probably wasn't going to be reliant on crouching fist. He said, you know what, the best thing to do, and keeping composed in that situation is brilliant. Walk under, get the crouching meter punch for confirm.
The composures, you know, through the roof for both of these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely outstanding composure for both these players. But here we go. Phenom is one of the drivers right now. Oh, what a big risk from Angry Bird right there. Not good situation.
Yeah, it's not
for him.
good, and it racked up a lot of stun as well. That stun gauge is not going down anytime soon.
Yeah, she's got a few good answers for that dive off the wall. You saw the air tight combo, the DP seems pretty consistent at the right ranges at least.
Damn, good buffer into the EX Tenko, by the way. Trigger 1 complete depleted, and he
でもあれだよなゼク V 取りがあんま強くないよな
He could kill him. There, he's dead.
スキル
Okay, I was looking at the wrong gauge.
Oh, that's going to be enough though! Angry Bird converts. And he's going to take that first game in a nail-biter of a match. Jeez.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the matchups I haven't seen too often, but obviously at the highest level of play, we see it a fair bit, obviously due to the players. But I do like how Phenom was just dealing with the jumps in general. Obviously a little bit unlucky in that last situation there, because he actually went for the fastest button, right? Crouch light punch 3 frames instead of the 5-frame move earlier.
Yeah, it's always good to use that one. You get a confirm on counter hit as well, so it's a good one to check.
There you go. He's going to try some things out with old form this time round. This is the one I was very curious about, but so far it's not working out.
Look at the shimmy.
Oh boy.
He hasn't even given Angry Bird a chance to switch into the young form, and he might not. Here we go.
Because he's in old form, so you don't have to worry about slide activate. So I think he can grab him now if he really wanted to. No.
There it is. Flash medium activation. And it was still spent just like that. Not a good situation for Angry Bird. That just was a complete Phenom round, James.
I think he just wanted to get out of the
でも
corner
しかし
first.
ここまでなんていう強キャラしかいないのもあれやな
Especially if he's counter hit, you might be done.
Yeah. And there you go. He did activate into the young form at the risk of getting knocked down, but Phenom is the one taking the big fat combo now, and now it's his turn to chill in the corner.
Backed off, went for the blue shin flip. He's going to get the grand back follow up as well. He delayed it just in case.
If he back through stun in there, I think that was it.
Because of the mind game, because of being deterred by EX for Senha, I don't think he'll ever throw Phenom on his
そう
big
いやなんかフィリピンのチャンプがあれやったなで大会できになってたな
We'll sit there and take the
フィリピンのチャンプ大会できんやで
He's very confident with his game plan, almost to a stubborn level. You know?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I like the way you put it. Backed off again. He literally done 3 back dashes into the activation. Complete activate. If he gets a hit, I think Karen's dead.
Oh, counter hit. Low forward, gets a full combo.
Is he gonna back dash or something? There it is.
Oh, he can't.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, spend the bar. You know, don't
何かやら
greedy,
かした
don't
の？
try and like
なんか
something else and then lose the game.
チャンプなんかあれやわ前にツイッターでいろいろやらかしたみたい人種差別発言して最近ほら黒人のいろいろとかあるやんかああいうのあって見つけられて黒人それで大会ダメって
Spend it now, make more later.
ただまあ今後もしかしたらなんていうエボとかカプコンプロツアーも参戦できない可能性もあるからなチャンプでもチャンプマジでスト5嫌いっぽいけどな思んない言うてそうそうこれボール引っかかっちゃって
Hey, nice. You know, you've got to show him that you're willing to do it. I love that play.
Forward throw. He might go for another one if he's not careful here, Phenom. Good sweep activate.
Better be on your guard. You said it best.
Good
Overhead
block, that's -2, but he
Yep.
walked out of it just in case. This is big.
Right, and
This
on
is
right
very
here.
big.
V-Trigger selected both players. That's going to be enough, I believe.
All
EX
right.
for Senha. 1-1, guys. I knew this would be a great match, man, and it's really delivering.
Of course, like these guys know each other. They bumped each other in CPTs last year, and in the previous years they competed
quite a
at the
few
highest
times.
level. They train, or not online when they were training offline. But again, that's what we want. The rally of adaptation. It's like, okay, you've done this to me this game. I've got something for you next game, real quick. And that's why these guys are the creme de la creme of the highest level.
You've got to rate it, man.
So let's see what Angry Bird's going to opt to do this time round. EX Rasenha was introduced in that second game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he made him think about that option.
And we've probably got plenty more to come. Back throw is done. Oh my word.
いろいろやらかしたっぽいからな。フェノジャンプ。でもどうなるかわからん。
Activate +4 on block. He tried to challenge with the 4 frame.
So Karen's V-trigger not the greatest for making comebacks, but oh, he could do it.
Oh my word.
He could definitely do it right now.
Oh lord.
Reset time. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be, James? Where you at?
No, he's going to sweep him. Yeah, he's going to sweep him. And again, went for the Grandpad, the classic. When the guy does EX reverse for the first time round, you punish him. In your mind, you have to go, he's going to do it again.
Karen, such a momentum character. It doesn't really boil down to the V-trigger that allows her to make the comebacks. It's just the character is just so scary. It gives her additional
solid,
options that you have to think about.
Fundamentally solid.
Additional safe options as well. Here we go.
Love how you added safe in there.
Yeah, that would be -2 as well. All right, here we go.
That was brilliant. The one in V-trigger, yeah. All right, just throwing out that standing fierce -5 on block, but you are scared of the cancel into Orochi. It can be a frame trap. As I say it, easy as a combo. Dash is up. That's a pretty fast dash that Zeku's got.
Right,
しかし
there, 160 damage, just like
これラグクはないのかね。
He's gonna block it out this time. Yeah, whatever you do, I like that backdash because if he'd done any other option, that would have been the V trigger for the game.
You're right. Yeah, for sure.
There you go. Good awareness there from Phenom. I love that. Low 40 done.
Venom 2-1 up here on Angry Bird. Listen, there's a time to give Angry Bird your energy, guys. You better do it now. Because you might not get another chance. Once Venom gets in the zone, and, you know, he starts feeling comfortable, that's when he's at his scariest.
Again, this is a very big statement, not just for the CPT 2020, but for players as well. Again, getting your first spot, the first qualification spot for the CPT 2020 season. And he's doing it in a dominant fashion as well. He's looking to place, cement his place in the winners final, going up against Big Bird. But again, let's not count out Angry Bird, man. I know this guy's got a few more tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, that's it.
Try to jump out. He had no other option, to be honest with you.
He is checking these jumps every time. Venom is playing insanely clean right now, guys.
Goes to the target combo, and he's going to do the side swap with V skill 1. That is +1 on block. They expected that frame advantage. Try to open him up a different way.
Oh, Angry Bird is just jumping all over the place. I feel like when Venom showed you, he can consistently anti-AU.
Let's not forget, he's been consistent with the STEAMID punch into EX Tenko as well. Oh, he's finished.
This is a bust-up right now.
He is finished. Back throw for the optimal meter build. Time. This is looking gruesome.
Yeah, right there, that round, that was a completely dominant Venom round. Okay.
And again, he's opted for old form. Oh, sorry, young form again.
Punish. Back throw there. Look at the damage already. He's done 2 sequences.
But he's doing that in light of EX Rasenha coming out because he doesn't know when it's going to come out. And he might do another delayed throw in a minute. Okay, but
you need to consider the EX Rasenha. That is definitely
good
not
block!
the
Side swap!
punish.
Oh, he went for the 2-bar side swap. Okay, that might have been a range thing. So again, situational awareness there.
Got himself a nice chunk of damage as well as the
しかし
position.
まあ海外は大変やな。ああこれラグあもうオンラインラグああフェノミス
He's going to stay alive here. He still has a chance, guys. Venom still on set point, however.
He's got critical art to work with as well. Go young form and then probably try and get like a buffer into Hosanto. There it is.
いくら PC 版でもきついやろこれ。
My goodness, don't you try that, sir.
And he micro walked to make sure the other standing meter punch connected as well. This is absolutely filthy. Oh my. This is going to be big. Is he going to reset it?
He's looking good for him right now.
Wow.
Oh, and there you go. The back throw's going to do it. Angry Bird. These guys, they've had it all. They've had close rounds. They had dominant rounds. Right there, it was a complete Angry Bird Zeku round. 2-2 down to the wire.
I've got to love how obstinate these two are right now. It's like, listen, you want the first game? No. I'm not letting you get the jump on me to get to winners finals. No. I've got to come back, get in there. That's exactly what they're doing. It's going back and forth. But now, it's a 1-1. Big Bird sitting in the back, getting ready and waiting.
It's the first one, as I'm saying. Oh, we're going straight in, guys. Here we are.
Crush counter. Right off the bat, going to build as much V meter as he can. Forward throw into the corner. Like we said yesterday, her corner game's been significantly weakened, but it's still one of the better ones within my personal opinion.
Okay. Whoa, crushed up.
Is he? Not yet.
No.
Didn't have another bar to work with. He's finished for the round. He's going to back for himself into the final round.
You want to talk about back and forth sets? It's literally been back to back, just rounds for one player, rounds for the other player. Angry Bird and Phenom putting it all on the line here.
These guys been beating the hell out of each other.
That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't be able to keep up.
It's an absolute slobber-knocker.
All right, and he's looking for that buffer into the STEAMID punch of the Tenko. And there it is. He's giving you the visual cue, good sir.
This is why Phenom loves his character. His reactions are so good, and a character like Karen just suits him down to the ground, man.
Checking the dash, forward throw, walk up throw, might do it.
Oh, that's gonna do it. Phenom secures himself a spot in the winner's final, Jabbers. Wow, man like Phenom. And like, so it was going back and forth. One round to Phenom, one round to Angry Bird. Phenom secures himself 2 in a row, and with that, the winner's final position against Big Bird.
That was an absolutely electrifying set. Hopefully we get more 3-2s throughout this whole top 8, right? I don't want to see a complete washing with 3-0s. 3-1s, 3-2s, nail-biting rounds.
Yeah.
That's what we need in the CPT. And yeah, I mean, I'm loving the buffers from Phenom's end. How he's doing with the anti-airs, seldom using EX for Sunlight was good. But again, in light of that, it was how Angry Bird was responding. I like that he was very stubborn and just completely stuck to young form. He tried old form once, and I'm not gonna lie, he did get decimated. He tried it, he got decimated.
Yeah, I feel like the young form definitely competes better with Karen. Her playstyle entirely is all about that neutral with punish game. Young Zeku can definitely compete with her on there, but
yeah,
it wasn't to be. Phenom gonna take that one and get himself a game against Big Bird.
All right, so that is the winner's final pretty much cemented. So it will be Big Bird going up against Phenom, and whoever wins that will be in the winner's side of the grand final.
Big Bird 対 Phenom.
But now we're going to be dropping down to the losers bracket, which we've got Lohi, we've got Volcanaroso, we've got Lord Ahmed, and Shady. So 2 Yurians there, a Bison and a Guile.
Yep, this is some Sonic Boom action.
So if there's anything, hopefully these guys in the losers bracket know their Yurian experience. They've got it there. To what caliber, I don't know.
Listen, man, you better be ready for it. You better be prepared. You knew you were entering an online tournament before it started, so you better expect to be playing Yuri in the top 8.
Listen, in the good...
You better know.
For the good words of our lovely friend, Sengan. Shouts to Sengan back at home. He goes, you know what you signed up for. The moment you signed up for an online tournament, you know what you signed up for.
No truer words ever been spoken. You better be ready for the Aegis Reflector.
But I'm gonna predict we're gonna get, you know, with Shady versus Lord Ahmed, Urian versus Bison, one we've seen in the CPT over the last couple of years, and obviously Volcanaroso and Lohi, we're just gonna get Urian versus Guile. So it's very interesting how we're gonna handle it. I'm curious to see Volcanaroso's V skill choice. Will he go with Dive Sonic again, or will he go back to Sonic Cross?
全くっていうほどつまらんねんけどこんな久しぶりにちょっと見たんやけどこのゲームってこんなゲームやったっけ
probably a lot more aggressive before V-Trigger 1 came about. So how are you going to deal with that, you know?
Yeah, I feel like the character's just super good. You can see why a lot of people are definitely putting Urian in that high echelon of characters. Daigo especially recently, you know, he said it. Our Lord and Savior himself, he said Urian is what, top 3? He said top 5?
I think at one point he said he might be the best in the game.
That's what I'm saying. Potentially. It's all debatable.
さあどっちが勝つかなこれ
The Pro Tours just started up, guys. This is the first event, by the way. Great to be back. Loving the action here. And yeah, it's debatable. Like, I want to see some more action. I want to see some more from these top players, these pros, and see some more about how the cast is developing in the game right now.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a great time for everyone to shine. I mean, if there's any tech you've been hiding out, you know, save that stuff for Nationals. You better bring it out now because the CPT has come online in your respective regions. Bring it out because you might earn yourself a qualification spot for the event at the end of the year, the offline event at the end of the year. And let's not forget, this is only the first one for the European East Middle Eastern tournament. We're going to have another one.
Well, we're going to have 3 more European in total.
Well, yeah, of course.
But we've got another one of the same region of players, right?
All right, so it will be Lord Ahmed going up against Shady. Yes, so, okay.
Urian Vega.
Bison's gone with V-Skill 1 and V-Trigger 1.
Yeah.
And Shady's gone with V-Skill 2. Okay, so one thing that's interesting about this, if Shady charges up Indignant Thunder...
ブラマスマスターぐらいしかおらんのか
he can actually absorb the first hit, but he still gets punished by the second 2, but he's still got the projectile.
Yeah, but is it worth it, the trade-off for the damage and the Urian approach?
That's what I was curious about. I was looking at this last night. I'm like, is it worth it?
You just have to be a bit more wise, I think, with your V-Skill usage for Bison.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't think V-Skill 2 would be useful in this at all.
It's not worth it. Closing the gap is...
Against him?
I feel like Bison has other ways to close the gap. Let's see it here, guys.
わあ、何なんでいきなり動機ずれ起きてんねん。いきなり加速したぞ。やばくないか、いきなり加速って。
Oh, he just threw it out there. Why not?
Gonna go for the side swap. Let's see what we got. Stayed in front. Okay, people are used to them just dashing under, getting the cross up.
Damn, man. Aegis Reflector, one of the arguably the best V trigger in the game. The comeback potential is just infinite with that.
I just don't like when they activate on block and the mirror's behind you.
Listen, that's never fun.
It's never fun.
Okay.
And you don't want to reverse either. If you don't have one, then it's just a completely
でもユリアン
dire
強いよ
situation.
な、これ見ると。
Lord Ahmed jumps
しかし
back and again.
ものの見事に強キャラしかおらんな。
Okay, view reversal, close the gap. EX head stomp, I feel is very good in this matchup.
Okay.
Urian's a
素
tall
晴
boy.
らしいね。
You know, he has to block it super high up.
Can't he just use standing hard kick to counter? Or is that completely
Yeah,
useless?
oh yeah, he's got answers for sure, but like it's being ready for it.
Okay.
And you know, the Lord Ahmed's Bison especially, we saw him using a lot of that head stomp,
Yeah,
back throw.
He tried to stand hard kick against that head press ender just a second ago. Alright, they're just waiting for something. Yeah, oh, okay, get the head press. And he's waiting for the V-trigger opportunity. I see right here, headbutt,
Okay.
side swap, here we go. Ooh, nice. What?
Whoa! Jump early fierce. Okay.
I mean, respect that he's out.
I mean, he's out. You
Yeah,
can't
he's
argue
out.
with it. He's got one more in the tank though. Oh, I feel like he should have thrown the mirror.
But what did he do? He dashed and then did he go for a crouching fierce?
I don't know.
Or a medium?
Shady tried to interrupt somehow, but got lit up by the skull diver. Okay.
Head press into Devil's Reverse. Feints it, doesn't block. I think he went for a delayed throw, but might have done it a little too early.
Listen, he's used 2 of those get out of jail free cards already. You got to think about, is he going to be ready? Oh man, you could have got low medium punch right there, buddy.
He's
Okay.
out. Good block.
Whoa!
あれ見えねえな。
Bibson.
Okay,
あれ
everybody.
見えまへん
Sucker
で。
power on display.
Once upon a time, you could fly around the whole screen with that season 1. I remember those days.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he goes behind. Medium punch, full combo.
And he tried it.
again.
He
No,
tried
no, no,
it.
no. No, he tried meaty jab, but I think he did it too late. I think he did it too late to try and bait it.
Is it consistent? Because I know some
Yeah.
I know some characters light attacks don't recover as
Nah,
well.
Bison can definitely crouch jab that and block.
Okay. He's gonna wait thunder. Here we go. He might throw you. But plus 2.
Oh my
You
goodness.
have to respect it. Oh, this is dirty.
Whoa, he got away though. Lord Ahmed, this is a slippery guy, man.
Through hell, rain, and snow, he somehow managed to get a back throw. Okay.
Listen, this Bison's wearing red, bro. The big red machine, Hellfire and Brimstone. He's here.
Dude, that was
Bison.
brilliant. He done
Bison,
attack
bigger,
plus 2, mirror
bigger,
bump, jump
bigger,
over him,
got two,
and
bigger.
for some reason, back throw.
Threw him
Listen,
down.
when in doubt, just do a delayed back throw. It helps you.
That was definitely a scramble, but it came off in Ahmed's favor. That Bison, he's definitely. I feel like this guy is like one of the scramble kings. Like in that top 16 yesterday, he was always finding a way through.
Oh, mate,
You can
listen.
absorb those, man. Come on.
The ability to win scrambles is, I think it needs to be put in its own Hall of Fame. All of you that can win scrambles in this game or any fighting game, you definitely are going to get an award from me.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go.
Good break. Into the violent knee drop. I think Shady might be a little bit more aggressive than he was in the last game.
You see, Ahmed interrupts again. So tricky when you're playing against a Bison that will disrespect you at every opportunity.
Oh, of course. And remember, this guy's got like solid pressure anyway, so mix that in with complete disrespect.
Oh, nice. I love that. Jump back jab. And let me tell you, man, that Bison's heavy
Right.
buttons, the fierce, the side crouch, that was so sick. The double crouch fist.
But did he have to micro walk to get the second one?
I think so. That was definitely not auto-timed.
Hey, listen, I know this guy can be a little bit unga-bunga and crazy, but some of the stuff he does is not easy to do.
He's definitely younger bunga.
That's the only time I'm going to defend you Urian players.
All right, the toes.
No forward. Goes behind.
Oh,
Wow.
look at this. Ahmed.
早く寝なさい。
Good, he's locked into
早
the
く寝なさい。
situation.
もうちょっとやります。
That's brilliant. You cannot forget that about Urian. When he just reflects is available and he goes for a throw and you tech, that mirror's coming out immediately.
Yeah.
And he didn't have any meter to probably even do like head press or scissors.
I mean, Bison players, a lot of them, they will just press that medium kick
マジで。
automatically. You know,
それは勘弁してくださいよ。
it's a 6, 7 frame start or something, I believe.
7 or 8.
7, yeah. And you know, like it's a great check after a throw tech.
The
Whoa.
no context crouching hard
And
kick.
it whipped a million jabs, but
Oh my.
all right, there we go.
Psycho block. I love it. Good delayed wake up as well.
He was going to wake up into the blasts.
Completely made that projectile obsolete.
Oh.
This is not looking good for Lord Ahmed, and he missed the metallic severe. Definitely a timing issue. And he's got V-Trigger 1 locked and loaded here, Lord
So
Ahmed.
he's not actually been using this V-skill at all. Like, he could have absorbed... Oh, activation station. What you got for me?
I think he just doesn't want to risk it.
Yeah, I mean, you can just, like, save it. Okay.
All right, pressure being applied. No meter here, so... Wow, he jabbed that?
There it is. Aegis Reflector. Wow. Yeah, Ahmed panics when the Aegis is up. You can see that. He does something immediately. He doesn't delay.
So what happened? He went for a short, and then it bounced off the mirror, but he couldn't get the follow-up afterwards, so then Lord Ahmed was already going
Yeah,
for the throw anyway. So
he was pressing something already.
yeah, as Tarek said, he kind of capitulated, he panicked, and it was like, okay, so maybe that's a clear indication that there'll be particular situations where Ahmed will do the work for you. It's like you don't really need to work too hard to try and open him up, because he might just panic before you even set it up. It's like, okay, cool, I'll just take it from here and capitalize a bit. If there's anyone that's good at capitalizing on the panicky situations, it is Urian.
That's right.
All right, there's the blast. I don't know, what should Lord Ahmed do? He hasn't been, like, he hasn't been playing bad. He lost a couple of scrambles.
No.
He's teching a lot.
This is a back and forth match, man. They're both playing well. Oh.
But it's like, despite the result, I feel sometimes Lord Ahmed has been on the back foot a lot of the time.
Yeah. It's just the Aegis. Like, whenever he gets Aegis up, he panics a lot more. I'd honestly hold on to some bar, perhaps, for Aegis. Use it for the stomp to escape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe he's been a bit too liberal. Good, good observation, man.
All right, there we go. What's it going to be here?
Throw. Did he
The
throw him
meaty
again? Nah, he's going to play it safe.
That was sick, actually. The medium punch into the knee drop. Not
Yeah.
easy to do that.
Oh, wow, もったいない。
Hang on, good V reversal. I like it. He's got a considerable life. He doesn't need to use it. Gets that grab.
Dash in and throw.
Yeah, not too bad. I'm seeing a couple of like panicky from Lord Ahmed, but somehow, some way, he finds a way out. And again, I was very impressed with how he was playing Bison yesterday.
There
so.
we go. Finally, he's got one in the tank.
Yeah, but all it
Spends
does is completely negate the next Metallic Sapphire, whether it's Indignant Thunder charged up or not.
Also, I'd like to see, you know, when you see Urian has those bars at the ready, sometimes don't go for your meaty. You know, he went for the Psycho Rise there. It's a risky choice.
And that's a full commitment, right?
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
can see that before he wants to do the headbutt, so it doesn't have to be a reversal dangerous headbutt.
It is reactable for sure.
All right,
Perish.
I don't know, how do you feel about that audio cue change they made?
It's interesting. I don't feel like it's really going to change too much, but I think it must be so you can understand when you can challenge or when you can't.
I guess so.
Yeah, but it's cool. You know, any extra Bison voice clips I'm happy about because this guy's just too hype.
I respect it. Bison fan to the end.
All right.
V-reversal completely whiffed. His V-reversals have been highly unsuccessful.
And you can see now he's got no bar. He could have X-stomped out of that situation.
He tried to scissors.
Yeah, he tried anything.
Okay, he's got a huge life lead though.
Yeah,
so
he does. He's in a good spot.
He's all right.
Nice. The fierce air will do it here. But I feel like Ahmed definitely needs to just don't blow as much meter as possible. He's been spending them on blocked EX Infernos, head stomp immediately.
Ah,
I think he's
眠った。
going to use it in a moment as well.
I think
Just
he's trying to
寝るか。
utilize all of the moves that leave Bison at some sort of advantage against a 4-frame character, right? But I agree with Tidal.
なんか見てても思んないんやけど。
And it can help you out against Aegis.
He can utilize
なんだろうな、
it.
盛り上がりにかけるね。
In your favor, man. Oh my
No context
goodness.
slide. Oh man.
Yeah, Ahmed is looking a lot more panicky than he looked yesterday. Yesterday he was looking solid, but today, okay, there we go. Nice air head stomp. Let's follow up. Skull over.
He needs at least one bar before Shady gets V-Trigger 1.
Yeah.
And another. No context slide, but no punish, unfortunately.
Yeah, he had to spend that bar to make it safe with Shady. That crouch fierce on block is -6 at least,
Oh,
so
it's terrible.
you could definitely punish hard.
Yeah, tried to teleport through. No dice.
Yeah, +3 there. Oh, actually got Shady to spend some bar. That's a good look there for Ahmed.
Of course, similar to G, you can get Urian or G to spend their V meter for like the comeback factor or situation. You should be alright.
Okay, Ahmed on the verge of doing well here. Oh no, Shady was not going to get V-trigger this round.
But Lord Ahmed's got no resources
Oh,
in the
dash
tank at all. He's got nothing.
Okay,
Good break.
Nice break, yeah.
I respect that break.
Oh,
Trade.
there we
Yeah,
go.
he's
He's going to get him. Not enough.
He didn't do EX.
I don't think it would have killed.
Are you sure? I think that would have killed Bison.
Possibly.
He didn't get a health to increase, did he?
No.
That would have killed him.
Oh.
They break again.
Oh, there it is! Ahmed, look at how much bar he's got. Just enough for an EX head stomp. Just enough. Of course he's going to use it, bro. He's
man.
been head stomping that guy all day.
Do you know what? These two characters you see in the
Temporary
screen,
got
they've got some of the most interesting post-tech or tech situations from a throw, right?
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, it's scary for both players. I mean, Bison, obviously, you know, we all know about him. Urian as well. He can throw out like forward, do Aegis immediately, whatever he wants.
It's crazy, and the fact that Shady went to go and jump maybe in anticipation of him trying to dash and throw again. But again, we've been playing on the left side of the screen for quite a bit in that set there. So it wouldn't surprise me, it didn't surprise me that he went for the EX head press option and then shoots escape. But again, on the way up, it's going to hit you.
I mean,
On the way up, it's gonna hit
he
you.
literally had the perfect amount for one EX move. Spend it on the stomp, of course, and it wins him the game. It's wait, that's not enough.
I think it's 2-1. I think it's 2-1. So
so there's going to be another match at least.
Shady might be going to character swap now. I believe he has tried Kage.
Wait, I swear he plays like Laura as well.
I don't know.
I think we've seen him in some of the previous online tournaments, but I can't remember.
I've seen Azurian and I've seen a Kage.
Okay.
I don't
maybe
remember
Kage,
Laura.
maybe.
Don't remember Laura. Maybe he's got another character under his belt. Maybe Gil.
Okay.
Maybe Seth. One of the characters. Who knows? Hopefully it's going to be a suitable pick for Bison because I do feel quite a number of the cast has a problem against Bison.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like Urian can do it, but it's a little bit tricky. It's a bit of an uphill battle.
No change. Okay. He's sticked with the same V system layout.
It wasn't going terribly, right? He wasn't getting blown up.
No.
But it definitely, he was getting caught off guard a lot of times by Ahmed. So let's see here if he can make the adjustments, the adaptamentations.
I would like both players to, when it becomes like a sort of more tense situation when they're both like near death and they take a throw, it's just try and wait for the guy to extend himself. He tends to overextend himself and get ready to but that's not easy to do.
No, of course.
It's easy for me to say it because I'm just sitting here talking about the game.
Oh, right, yeah.
Alright, there's the pressure. This is a lot better.
Plus frames on deck. Lord Bison, oh, you missed that? You might regret that, buddy. Jab, stomp.
I don't know. That was wasted. That.
I feel like Ahmed just spent his resources immediately.
Yeah.
You know, something like that? You don't have to V-reversal that, come on.
But is that like with the assumption he wants to go back to neutral immediately and calm down? Or is it like, I don't know. He's just literally exhausting everything, splurging it. And then when he's in a tough spot like now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, now you've got no bars.
Throw back into the mirror again. He might throw you again. Can hit confirmed. The reversal and he's going to get. Oh.
Wow, he got a throw on him.
Wow. Oh no, he wanted that to connect, but it didn't.
It's not enough.
Hang on. What's Ahmed going to do? You going to head press out? Of course.
Are you surprised?
That is a brilliant answer. That's what we talked about in the first game. I said, can't stand hard kick be useful against the head press and the devil's reverse.
I mean, when you see that Ahmed has the bar at this point, you can almost guarantee he's going to use EX head stomp to escape.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can also guarantee his EX headbutt's coming out, which Shay doesn't like the situation at all.
Oh, of course. That's Urian. You got to really look out for that. It's always going to be a great option.
Nice legit answer as well. Against the metallics of fear.
Yo, full screen as well. He's got those.
Throwing out all the heavies with malicious intent right now, Lord Ahmed. Good anti-air again. Can he go for a side swap? No. He's trying to throw bait.
Okay, what's it going to be? Oh, the throw. Ahmed in a bad spot. Head stomp. Yeah, of course.
He's out. The reversal again. I think Ahmed tried to do Psycho Blast. That's probably a button into it. What's he going to do? He's not biting. Oh, my.
The footwork right there. The Gucci shoes on display.
As soon as I finished my sentence, he flinched. Oh, man, it's rough. It is. Because again, constant walking back and forth just to check. And again, it's not the first time that in situations like that, Lord Ahmed has literally reached, tried to grab that tuxedo.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Ahmed is definitely becoming extremely predictable. I feel like Shady, like that's something he needs to start exploiting right now.
Okay.
Like almost every time you see Ahmed with resources, he's going to either be reversal or he's going to EX head stomp. And now you need to really start baiting that out and punishing him hard for it.
It's a first to one. Anything goes. Let's see how they handle it here. But I honestly think, despite what's happened, I think Lord Ahmed has definitely had a good grasp on this matchup. He's made it 2-2. He's always got huge life leads against Shady before, you know, Aegis Reflector or some other move will bring it back and reduce the deficit.
See, he's just spending the bar too early, and it's costing him big time. Like, he's done okay to get this far, but I feel like right now, Shady definitely has the mental advantage.
Yes. That's what I'm worried about, to be honest with you. Okay, just checking, waiting to see. Nice dash up throw.
Yeah.
Psycho Blast, and I like that.
He's panicking big time.
He just Reflector ready and waiting.
It looks like even on his offense, yeah, like V-reversal and jump-ins, that's when you can really tell he's looking quite flustered. Whoa, the sweep, and he had nothing to make that save.
Vスキル2強えなベガの
Did it.
Damn. But if he wins it round, what we just said is completely irrelevant.
Hey, it's not, man, because it's high risk, high reward. This is online. Bison. There you go.
これって1試合ずつやってんの
All right.
で V スキル交換しようもんだら
He's
な
found the way and he's found himself at match point here. I don't know. Shady's perplexed at this playstyle. He really just can't get a read on it.
EX Stomp is on the way. You can tell it's coming.
I've seen all sorts of aerial EX moves flying around.
Yeah.
There's a delayed back throw. Let's see if we can keep him here, though. There you go, counter hit.
Yulian
Get a
攻め
follow-up
強い
there.
な、
It was
やっ
too far
ぱ
for another crouching medium punch, to be honest with you.
Spends the EX.
That was good, though. He's back mid-screen.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
Bison's EX moves, they're always plus, man. Okay. All right.
Go,
Oh,
Crash
man.
Goodbye.
He wants to activate.
Ah,
Yes,
well, mate.
He's going to probably activate any second. There it is.
Go for the side swap. No, he went low. I like it. Probably was anticipating Armo go for a back throw or something. That's why he went for the light, dangerous headbutt there.
Yeah, when you see how Shady dashed in after he saw Bison walk forward,
Why
that
is
means he's
the
got
nugget?
no chance.
Of course.
あー、バレちゃっ
What did you
た
try? Oh
Knocked out.
dear, that was big. Headbutt might be inbound. No, he wakes up with the mirror instead.
So
He's done.
that was a frame kill actually for the wake up. Oh my goodness! Wow, he still did the grounded button. That was super risky.
He's got no. Yeah, I like this. Charge up Metallic Sophie. Might get another opportunity.
踏んじゃっ
That
た
was a pretty much checkmate situation. Even if he devils reversed, he was probably going to fall into a button from Shady. But yeah, the stomp was definitely. If you let it rock, you're landing on the aegis.
Listen, Lord Ahmed didn't want that mirror to go to waste, but what that's done is it's put them at both match point. First attack will go
Match
to
point.
Shady.
And you can pretty much always guarantee Ahmed will not start any round with bar because he blows it immediately. There you see, you didn't need to do that.
But what does that do?
He wants the plus frames, I guess.
But you're not in range of a throw, so
Nah, I
there's
don't
no
know.
mix-up.
Maybe all of his punch and kick buttons are mapped to three punches, 3 kicks. So
I don't know. We can hypothesize here all
so
day.
he can't do the normal versions of the specials. Only EX.
Oh, you say that's like an easy man problem from SF4?
I remember that. There we go, the throw. He expected a V reversal.
Trying to go for. He's really trying to bait
That's
out the
minus.
throws now.
Challenge that. No, light scissor kick activate on block is minus.
Right, is it -2?
It's not punishable, but you can take your turn back.
Ah. Okay, I
Yeah,
actually
-2.
didn't know that, and there it is. That headbutt works for the throw. That's
No.
minus. That is minus.
Yeah, sure. There you go. There it is. EX headbutt. So, with that, Shady's going to close out on Ahmed. Took him a little while to get there, but he figured out the puzzle in the end. Ahmed going to leave the tournament here with a 7th place finish, James.
Hey, he definitely had his work cut out for him there, Shady. But okay, I'm going to hold my hands up high. I actually didn't know that Light Scissors into V Trigger 1 was -1
Oh,
block.
yes, yeah, you can't.
The only one I know is Jury Stand Hard Kick into
Yeah.
V Trigger 1, which is like negative on block.
I'll give you the
as
exact
well,
numbers if you
but
want, but it's definitely punishable.
That's super
minus.
important. I mean, I know like the vast majority of activations are like severely advantageous on block, but you need to know these numbers because there will be situations where it's like, hey, yo, that guy's 0 on block.
-2.
There you go, right?
Yeah.
There
You
will
can
be
take your turn back.
situations where it's 0 on block, it's
Yeah.
-2, it's -3, and it's like, because you can't get, it's just because we're so used to activations being plus, we're like, okay, let's not do anything here. And then that last EX head press I saw in V Trigger 1, I know that is minus because the regular one's +2 or 3, and then
Yeah. You have
the
to-
EX one is like -2, but it's quick. So
Yeah, so Shady got away there at the end. He missed a couple of situations where he could have just stolen his turn back immediately, but
it
with
worked
that,
out.
it worked out for him. It worked out for him. Took him a little, like I said, it took him a little while to get there.
Yeah.
But he definitely figured out the patterns in the end, in the nick of time, and that's going to be him advancing on into the losers' quarters, I believe.
Yes, so he's going to be advancing on, like we said, Lord Ahmed. Thank you for joining us. Obviously finishes in 7th place.
Always happy to see some bias.
Yeah, look, honestly, what we saw yesterday, very solid. I love it. I think maybe it's Urian, lack of unfamiliarity with the character, or maybe just the intensity of the situation. He was a bit panicky today. I saw a lot of throws. Tyrant noticed he was expending meter a little bit too much.
Every time.
And it was like some of these situations, they weren't leaving you in throw range or like causing some sort of fear factor for Shady to be worried about.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things there. So we'll see. Hopefully he can improve, come back for the next one. But we're going to be moving on to the last game of round 1 in the top 8, which is going to be another Urian player. Lohi going up against Volcano Rosso. Guile going up against Urian. So,
Wow.
like I said, I'm interested to see which V skill Volcano Rosso is going to pick. I don't know, maybe Lohi might pick V skill 1 Metallic Aura for Urian. I don't know.
For what I understand, this matchup is not good for Urian as well.
I think it's been like that for quite some time.
Yeah. I feel like Guile definitely edges it.
Yeah.
But, you know, Urian's got tools. He's definitely got tools.
And they've gotten better over the seasons.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Guile's always got the short end of the stick, right? Because this happened in Season 3 as well, or Season 4, I think. It's like Guile and Abigail are the 2 suspects for this. They get really cool tools. They're insanely fun.
Yeah.
And then literally 2 or 3 months into the season, they're like, no, we got to take them away. And it's like, because they're too good. They're too good. Look at Dive Sonic. Nobody was dealing with that consistently.
It's a bit much.
And it was like, all right, cool, got to take it away. All right, so...
But that's where I feel like the armor would come in handy. Oh no, he's going for the powered up fireball. That would make more sense, actually.
I guess he just wants to keep up with Guile's Sonic Boom game to a certain degree.
And listen, guys, if you want your flash kick fix, you're in the right place. Because Volcano Rosso, he lets him fly. He lets him fly.
I think you're going to see a fair share of reversals from the pair of them. And thank the Lord, reversals cost 1 bar.
Listen, this guy was throwing it out there, man, yesterday in the top 16.
He was throwing it out like it was a Sonic Boom.
Bro, it was... he was flash kicking every time.
Well, I wouldn't put it past him. He's done it here. It's very consistent at violent ninja. That's if you got the space at one point. So.
There you go, Jammers. If you could break that down for us, that'd be fantastic.
I mean, I didn't see anything of the sort because my head was down.
All right, here we go.
All right, there's a V reversal there. I think you're going to see more V reversals on Gao's end more than Yurian's end in this matchup as well. So.
Yeah.
Anything that resets to neutral and generates that space to make him comfortably play his game, he should be completely all right.
Okay, here we go.
Damn, that was a
しかしユリアン、ガイル、ゼク、カリン、まあものの見事に強キャラしかいないっていうのは。
For example, Guile jump like it there.
There's a mirror and he blocked in time.
I like the attempt though.
Yeah.
Trying to catch those whip buttons. Oh, where you going?
He's going to spend 1 bar. Yeah, he's going to spend it. Hold on, hold on.
Somersault. Oh no.
Nah, he was one step ahead of you. He jumped back.
He tried to shimmy him and he got punched up for it. Jump back.
Legit. Jump forward or jump back against these shimmy attempts. You're committing to taking another option instead. But if it works, it works.
Made Lohi look like a bit of a mug there, man. Like he tried to shimmy him and he lost to a jump in.
All right. I know Lohi's not happy about that. Oh man, all right, Violently drops his way in, gets a counter hit. He's not respecting the frame there on that Volcano Rosa.
Sonic!
Alright, there's the Sonic Blades. Coming in, and again, crouching, hard punch whiff, still got beaten.
Okay, he's in there, boy. There we go. Batista bomb.
A reversal. No V-trigger yet, and that sweep is actually awkward to punish.
Yeah, from there, there's not much you can do.
I think it's like minus 13 or 14, but...
Doesn't matter, bro. Alright.
He's going to have to block it. Yeah, he's just going to have to block it.
Ah, oh, what are you saying?
Because if he continues the combo, he's going to get hit. Yeah, that's it. He just had to block it. But I kind of like the persistence with the jab. I really like that persistence there from Volcano Rosa.
All right, here we go, guys. One round apiece here. I've got a good feeling about this set. I feel like it's going to be an exciting one. Okay.
Oh, listen, mate. I can't wait. I'm waiting for the first flash kick to come out.
It's going to be explosive. You put these two guys together, boom.
There's a flash kick anti. I'm going to keep him locked into the corner. How is Lohi going to plan to get out? Nice forward kick. He has pushed his way back to the mid-screen. I love it.
Okay.
There we go. Just walking forward. That is a brilliant crush counter button, by the way. And if he hits that, that's going straight to Sonic Hurricane.
Oh, he knows the guy wants... Okay, so Volcano Rosso is not as liberally throwing out flash kicks here. Ooh, okay, keeps it plus.
Well, he pressed the button after that. Damn. He is definitely on something today. He's going to reflect back the Sonic Cross. And there's the flash kick. He's full screen.
Oh! Oh, don't you feel stupid now?
Put out the other mirror. You've got to put out the other mirror.
Yeah, you do.
He's not going to do it.
I would just put it out and wait, man.
There you go.
Oh, he landed on the...
There you go.
He landed on the fireball. Oh my goodness, double dose of electricity there for Guile.
Do you know what?
Fried.
That looks pretty dire, you know? It's like, you haven't used the first mirror, he's full screen, wants to throw out Sonic Blade.
Like, in that situation, you can put the ace up, and you can just, like, menacingly walk up. You know, you can give him the JoJo's. Just menacingly walk up.
Put out the mirror, charge up, walk behind it, do whatever you want.
You can go for overhead, you can go for low, you can catch the jump if they try. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta be careful. And again, that mirror or your projectile can and will be used against you in particular situations.
Right.
Later intervals in the match, but let's see how Volcano Rosso is gonna adapt to this. Lohi handled that pretty well that first game. I love how he's pushing his way back to the mid-screen, like not getting a hit, just pushed his way with meter, metallic spheres, etc., etc. So.
Okay, let's see. Straight back in.
Violently drop again. I haven't seen a consistent answer to that, but that's the thing. If he's already moving back and forward, he's not charging. So he's tried to do crouch fist a couple of times, but I think he's lost 2 out of 3, 2 out of 4.
I feel like that's not really spoken about enough when it comes to Guile. Is, you know, for a defensive beast, for a monster of a zoning character, this guy's walk speed is kind of rapid.
Oh, it's menacing.
It's fast.
Believe that, it's menacing. His shimmy game's actually pretty decent as well. He could have spent bar to kill, but he didn't. He might live to regret that. He might live to regret that.
Here it is off the crouch fist. Oh, pushed him back into the Aegis.
Flash kick for me. Please flash kick for me.
Oh, man. He didn't use it right there.
I think he would have worked.
Yesterday, he was doing them every time he had an opportunity. But today, I guess he's just not feeling it.
Well, look, I mean, the closer you are to the goal, right, the more you're aware of the whisper word scenarios. It's like, okay, some guys actually might just have a fat punish on your reverses. You got to be careful.
Yeah, no doubt. Doesn't want to get too predictable, but sometimes you have to show him you're willing to flash kick out there.
He hasn't done it yet, even against charge standing hard kicks as well.
He has used it on a jump in, but that's been the only time.
Yeah.
Oh, just out of range there. That is a big one for Guard there. You can catch the new jump. Oh, big jump.
That was such a clean jump, and he's going to put out the play.
He thought he was close to the corner. Let me tell you, Lohi is always ready.
There's a flash kick. Didn't want to get any sort of momentum going.
Nice.
Another anti-air one.
Yep.
V-Trigger one's available here for Lohi. He tried to get out. This is looking so good for Volcano Rosso right now. There we go. Just going to pepper him.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Good spaces on the upside down kick there.
てかオンラインではこのパンツ姿のユリアン OK なんや。
In that situation, I feel like that's where you can really just threaten Yurian as well. When you're inside that kind of one character space.
Okay.
He doesn't have the greatest tools at that range, so you can kind of threaten with a lot of buttons and.
He might be able to crush that with standing hard punch, the non-charge one, but maybe that's about it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a back throw.
Yeah, just outside of stand hard punch range is definitely the way to go.
Jumped out. Wow, hesitation on Volcano Rosso's end. These guys are really trying to get the positional advantage right now. Could be reversal.
I mean, okay,
oh,
here we go.
boy. This is not looking good. Are we going to see another throw? No, we're not.
この試合終わったら寝るか。
He's out. He's dead.
Yep, he's going to do it right there. Lohi 2-0 up here on Volcano Rosso.
Even with the vitality slightly by 25, the 2-bar combo into the EX chariot tackle ender still got rid of Guile.
Yeah, just going to do the job. He's looking good. He is looking good. I noticed a couple of mistakes. Volcano Rosso, like if you like player-specific mistakes, like Lohi will sit and take the throw whilst holding the down charge, and then if you try the neutral jump shimmy like we saw, he'll use the light headbutt. Like he does that.
Something
so
you were talking about all day yesterday.
Yeah, he's always got that low charge available. So I feel like going for meaty throws on him, even if you're afraid of the headbutt, sometimes you have to do it.
Yeah, and even then, if he does the light headbutt, right, it's +1 on hits. So, well, obviously against a 4-frame character like Guile, it's effective, but...
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
There's the flash kick. You've got to do it.
That's the Volcano Rosso we saw yesterday.
That's the thing, but I think now he's starting to use the flash kicks in all the situations we said, why aren't you doing it here? Hey, he's just waiting late. Hey, he wanted to make this, drag it out, make it more entertaining.
That's what I'm saying, man. He wants that intense game right there. Okay, here we go.
He's going to block the metallics of Finn, give frame advantage. Okay.
Indeed. Volcano Rosso from Turkey, looking to represent his home country.
I haven't seen him use V-Trigger 1 like outside of once, I think.
Yeah.
All right, V-Trigger 1's available here. Is he going to activate a Raw Mirror? Yes, he will, and he's going to get a nice punish here.
That punish was clean,
That
man.
was so good. Throw into the mirror.
Okay.
He's
Get
done.
out of here, man.
He's done. Oh, no. That was rough. It was right above your head.
Yeah, he's not always going to go for overhead. He's not always going to go for a meaty. He's just going to throw you up onto the Aegis sometimes, you know. And this is what I'm saying. This is why I say that V-Trigger has infinite possibilities, because there's just too much to think about.
I love the one that goes above your head, because you really are locked into the situation.
You are, for sure.
All right, he's got Sonic Hurricane ready and available here, but I think he's just going to spend it on something else if need be. Okay, blocks it out this time. And I'm loving the confidence, the bravado right now on Lohi. He does not care if he's going to get hit by a flash kick and set full screen.
Right.
He's 2 games up, match point.
Okay, there you go.
So he's catching the hurt box. Okay.
Nice, okay.
Catching the living hurt box.
He's learning. He's evolving.
That's good. We always want that in a set. Another anti-air. I feel that was a very arbitrary jump that was just going to get you in trouble.
I feel like Loki's anti-airs are just super on point.
A couple of them haven't worked out, but he's been all right for the most part.
That was a good Aegis activation by Volcano Rosso.
He's got to do something. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, and he went for the EX version, guaranteed the kills.
The speed of it, man.
That's the thing. And the fact that he went for Indignant Thunder there, Loki, that was like guaranteed death. I don't know if that's a cannon hit, but I'm not like, yeah, I don't agree with these.
Yeah, there's better chances to get the buffs.
And the thing is, it's not like Alex's change where he gets hit, he'll still store it.
That was a shame right there. He didn't get a punish on the flash kick with Fever. He's lost 50%.
Just trying to charge.
Yeah.
Or amplify Metallic Sapphire. I don't know if that's worth it, my friend.
No way. He could have got have you seen that? Like, he can get the OTG.
Oh yeah, he can. But if it's not going to kill, I think it's pointless.
Yeah, it is pointless, yeah.
If it's not going to kill, I think it's pointless. I say the same thing about Kage's leg.
It's just one of those things that you forget. Like, we all knew it was there, but like...
Hang on.
Oh.
This is good.
Oh, this is big.
Let's see if he's going to activate the overhead. No, he's going to throw him instead.
おユリアンがこれユリアンガエルってどうなの？なんか梅原さんの試合見とったらめっちゃガエルガンガンいけそうなイメージあるんだけど。終わった終わった終わった。おお。
Oh my goodness, you better kill him.
His electronic boom dissipate his own one, please. Just be gone for a second.
ああ惜しい。
Just hangs in there. Volcano Rosso. Lohi was given a golden opportunity, but he was unable to confirm. It's a tricky situation, dude, to be fair.
Do you know what I would have tried? I don't know. If me being a Yuri player, I probably would have tried Violent Ninja Rock. Or I probably would have done like dash up, headbutt, something. I mean, can't even do that, but.
I mean, honestly, like he was totally looking for any opportunity to flash kick. Like, it was a risky situation for both players. Volcano Rosso came out the scramble on top.
Well, if you think about it, look, similar situation, but he handled it a bit. He was just flinging out the Sonic booms. One of them has to hit.
I mean, he was trying his best. Like, it's also hard to keep tabs on how long the Aegis is going to stay there for. Because,
oh, that's nuts.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
Because, you know, it always stays a bit longer than you imagine, right? Than you think.
Well, hopefully that game that Volcano Rosso has won is going to be the momentum builder for him to bring it back, take it to a final game.
I feel like those kind of the charge buff and combos, they don't get enough recognition. Nice stand like looking to headbutt from Lohi.
All right, another sweet punch. I'm liking these guaranteed punches, to be honest. This is a knockdown. You can try and get some OP after that.
Ooh, no conversion again. Unfortunate drops from both players.
Looks like he's going to try and fight his way out the corner here, but he's got a V-trigger 1 to deal with. He's not careful. That is going to be a brilliant reset. He didn't even do anything.
You tried the press throw, which puts you in a standing state, and guess what? Puts you in the Aegis, baby.
I'm not going to lie. One of the scariest mix-ups of V-trigger 1 is the mirror just there, and they just look at the mirror. They don't even do anything. Because you think they're going to do something.
I feel like there, if you're going to try something, just flash kick, man. If you're going to try something, just do that, because at least you won't. You know, if you're gonna die, you're gonna die. If it hits you, he's off you.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
All right, can hit crouching medium punch. I feel that button has been used a lot more than his standing medium punch recently. 6 frame startup, 0 on block, huge mileage on counter hit.
Yeah.
It's got great range. It's a really good button for Urian. And he backdashed. I like that. Oh no.
Oh, just caught the last few recovery frames of that fireball, but Lohi comes out on top here.
Good break. He's mixed up really well with flash kicks and throws. It'd be pretty funny if he woke up with upside down kick at one point.
I mean, who did that, right?
Punish.
Okay, there we go.
There's another mirror. He just presses the button. He's dead. Yeah, he just should do everything in the Sonic Tempest and he's done.
Yeah, you delay it slightly for the last hit. Oh, wait, is it enough? I don't think so.
Tempest.
Wow.
I wasn't sure.
Shout out to the vitality increase.
Oh, there you go.
Not bad shout, to be fair. He's still on match point.
Yeah, he's still in there.
Bad shout, just test him.
Volcano Rosso is climbing this mountain.
There we go, just throwing out those buttons, trying to get one of them to clip Volcano Rosso. Good block on the hard kick. He's getting better at dealing with that in this set.
Okay, -2 takes his turn back. Okay, there you go, the duff. Back throw now.
Good, this is for the positional advantage. Watch out for that violent knee drop. Doesn't even need to.
These guys are trading corners right now.
No, he's okay. Decent damage here. He went for the light tackle?
Just for position, I guess.
Maybe. Or he probably wanted to air reset him or something. Yeah, okay. I see more Volcano Rosso. He's like pressing buttons more than teching, so there you go. He takes a wake up, but all right. Let's see if he can get his way out of the corner. Feature 1 ready and available, and he can throw these out comfortably.
Nice. So ready for the knee drop there. He knew Loki wanted to escape.
Right, now he's got to be careful. Okay, maybe not. No mirror's going to be activated just yet here for Lohi. He needs one clean hit. Actually, this situation is very good.
Oh, this is bad.
Low blocks. He's holding it down. Give me a muscle.
Oh my goodness.
He's just about
and he landed on the fireball. That is a heartbreaker for Volcano Rosso. He had that in the bag. Almost. But Lohi chases him down. Lands on the fireball. And that's going to do it. Oh, that was so close to being 2-2.
Oh, you don't want to lose like that.
Nah, that's a heartbreaker. That is like the worst way to lose. Jumping back onto the fireball. No. Oh, that stings.
No.
So
that's unfortunate. That really is unfortunate.
With that, guys, we have our top 6 set. Volcano Rosso will leave the tournament here with the 7th place finish. The losers' games are ready to go.
Yes, we got Angry Bird going up against Shady. We got White Ash going up against Lohi. Did say it before we started. We potentially might have a Urian mirror from 2 guys from the same country.
It could go on. It could happen.
All right, and then obviously don't forget as well, Big Bird and Phenom are waiting in the winners final. But I believe we are going to be taking a short break right now. So when we do come back from that short break, we're going to have more losers action from here in the top 8 for the first CPT tournament of the season. So guys, Don't go nowhere. We'll be back with you shortly. To elaborate more on special moves, there are two types of special moves you need to know about. Charge special moves and motion special moves.
Change moves.
Charge special moves are moves in which the command input involves holding, or charging in this case, either a direction on your controller or buttons for a short period of time. The two types of charge moves that involve a directional input are backwards to forwards, where you hold the controller away from the opponent, then immediately push forward to release the charge. Or down to up. Hold down on your controller, then immediately hold up to release the charge. Do understand that charge characters do not have to be standing to start charging. They can be crouching, jumping, or even knocked down. Now when it comes to motion special, there's much more flexibility involved, but things can become a little more complicated. To make things easier, I'm going to relate this to mathematical terms. Quarter circle forward, which means 90 degrees towards your opponent. Quarter circle backwards, which means 90 degrees away from your opponent. Half circle forward, which means 180 degrees towards your opponent. Half circle backwards, which means 180 degrees away from your opponent. And full circle, which basically means 360 degrees. The special case are moves that require the Z motion, which is hold forward to down forward with your controller. Some characters have charge moves for all their special attacks, whilst others are purely motion based. There are also characters with the combination of both. At the end of the day, you'll have to find out what works for you.
And welcome back to top 8 of EU East and Middle East Online CBT, the first CBT tournament of the season 2020. Tyrant and Jam is here to take you through this exciting lot of matches that we've got here, and we're moving into top 6.
Yep.
So, yeah, we've got the losers quarterfinals games coming up. The next match will be Angry Bird versus Shade.
まだそういや、俺、あれか、スト5 1000試合もしてへんねんな、ランクマッチ。そりゃポイント上がらへんで。
Sounds about right.
I mean, Shade did go back to the cat selection against Lord Ahmed. I thought it was going to be a cat swap, but it wasn't. He just went to change the colour in the stage. And again, I want to see how Angry Bird deals with Urian as a whole this season, or this version of him at least. Again, one of the best characters in the game personally, as well as Zeku's up there as well. So you're looking at a very like high-tier match.
Yeah, we're looking at some explosive games, especially anytime you see Angry Bird on the screen, you could always expect the finest Deku GGs.
Of course.
So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm sure the players are ready to go. I'm ready to go. Hope you're ready to go.
Yeah, and after that match, we're going to be having White Ash going up against Low Heat, and he just beat Volcano Rosso in the loose bracket to progress further into the top 8. So obviously the guys that have left the tournament are Volcano Rosso, Lord Ahmed, and yeah, I believe that's it. So that's it for now. Unlucky to those two. But again, be sure to tweet out the stream, twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters. We are getting into the latter stages of the top 8. Do not forget, Big Bird and Phenom are waiting in the winner's side.
They're waiting in the winner's side. Yeah, honestly, like if you had to say 2 guys that would make the winner's final of a tournament they're both in, come on, like, you know, those guys are definitely safe bets to do so. So yeah, it's good. We've got a really, really good top 6 ahead of us, and it's going to be Angresi's going with Ibuki. Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to theorize here and think there's something that he doesn't like about Zeku Urian, hence why we're seeing the Ibuki pick.
Yeah, his Ibuki is definitely no slouch. It has won him very, very high stakes games in the past.
He kept this character quiet for a long time.
He did. I can't remember when it was the first time he busted him out last season. I think it was, well, I have to say, that Ibuki is looking absolutely sick. He won the game in about 2 seconds.
It was, hang on.
That, Jesus. Angry Bird, you didn't tell us about this Ibuki.
All right, okay. I think, yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if they're on a relay server.
I think they're just doing a connection test, probably.
Well, again, those two are pretty far away from each other. So
I know you had a good Ibuki, right? But
well, good enough to get double perfects. Look, Ibuki's pretty strong. I've seen that guy practice at offline tournaments last year. They like, you know, day 1 and day 2.
Is he playing on the new patch or something? Did Capcom send in the newest patch?
What, with 5 characters?
Or something. Well, I don't know. Did you just I've never seen that Ibuki gameplay before.
Well, look, we'll see. I'm pretty sure it might have been an issue, because I know some people do get that issue of the game just puts them on like some weird relay server or something and it becomes terrible.
I'm not sure. But hopefully we can get that resolved ASAP and we can get some GGs on the go.
Of course. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we might see Ibuki. Maybe not. I mean, we saw it there, so I was ready to commentate some Ibuki. I don't know if you were.
Well, it's hard to be ready for it when it's that quick. But yeah, I mean, they're just going to be getting that sorted, guys, and we're going to get some more action on the way soon.
But again, it's like, I remember Logan and F-Word were saying, I think their winner of the whole thing today would be Phenom. Because I know when Logan tries to put you on the spot as to who your winner would be for the tournament, he wants a little bit of conflict, but I think him and Femi had that unanimous decision, agreement.
I feel like Phenom is... Yeah, it's hard to say. He's definitely a safe bet. Like him or Big Bird, for sure. But I feel like Phenom is just a bit more cutthroat in this kind of environment. You know, he really has adapted his gameplay to the online style. Okay, here we go.
Do you know why?
Oh, it was on the grid. It was on the grid, guys. Which is bad for top 16, right?
I just clocked.
Yes.
It might have been that. It was definitely that, and it might be something else.
眠いんでもう寝ますわ。
They're on a different stage right now.
Yes, correct. It was
じ
the
ゃあ
grid,
皆さん
guys.
おやすみ
Sorry.
なさい。またよろしければ
Alright, so let's see how this goes.
チャンネル登録お願いします。
And he has gone with the Ibuki pick,
では
so
で
that
は
was a legit
おやすみ
thing.
なさい。
He's looking to get the stun right now. He's going to get maximum kunais. He's not